I tell you what we'll do. We'll read a Janet and John story.
Oh, yes. Please.
John does some housework. Today, John has to do some housework. Janet says she's nothing but a slave and sick and tired of the mess. And Janet says, I'm going to the fishmonger. By the time I come back, I want all the washing on the line, and I want you working on that cockle-shell path around the pond. That sand and cement has been there since Christmas. And John said, but I have a stiff neck from window shopping on Saturday. What a little... Can you do a cross face? Janet can. John puts on some old clothes, a Victorian purple silk smoking jacket and fez, black trousers with a silver stripe, and a white frilly shirt. John's a fop. When Janet has gone, John empties the washing machine, takes the clothes out to hang them on the line. John does not know that you can take down the clothes prop, so he has to stretch. Silly John. John is just pegging out his best mauve silk pyjamas when he sees Mrs. Edwards from the insurance broker. Mrs. Edwards is from Essex. See the highlights. Hello, Mrs. Edwards, says John. Hello, John, says Mrs. Edwards. What fun. Mrs. Edwards says, I can see that you're in pain. Can I give you a hand? Yes, please, says John. I have a very sore neck. Soon, Mrs. Edwards and John have hung out all the washing on the line. And John says, thank you, Mrs. Edwards. I thought I'd had to take some junior aspirin before I could start work on the path round the pond, but it feels much better now. I even have time to go on the swing. Will you give me a push? See Mrs. Edwards push John on the swing. Mrs. Edwards says, if you sit sideways on the seat, you can pretend you're on a horse and swing sideways. I used to do that when I played with other boys and girls. I really must pop back to see Janet sometime. Soon, Mrs. Edwards has to go. See John wave goodbye. When Janet comes back, John is hard at work on the path. Hello, John, says Janet. I don't think that you've even started the path. And John says, Mrs. Edwards saw me in the garden hanging out my pyjamas and could see I was a bit stiff and wanting to shake it off, so she gave me a hand, and I told I'd be needing a couple of pills before the cockle work. With her help, I managed to have a quick swing. Mrs. Edwards said that when she played with the other boys and girls, she used to swing both ways, and said she'd have to call back when you're next in. Do you know how to insert a frozen mackerel into a struggling newsreader? Janet, hear the screams. Poor John.